hours ago. And so that means we made that video, Shine Baby Shine, about 3 hours ago. Wow, that's patience. That's for a lot of patience. This person I talked to, it's not the playground of my mind. I'm more intelligent than the people that fuck with your head with Wi-Fi, and then you want to talk to the universe and do things for the universe. I'm trying to drive here. It's an idiot following your car with Wi-Fi, and it's amplifying through your stupid car. Fuck. The creative source of the universe is guiding me to make this film. Wonder Woman 1984, huh? Okay, so my family does it. They'll come here for a thing. They don't come back for 2 years because one of them got bit by a bug and then had a bad dream. It's like you believe in voodoo from scientists that laugh at you at White Sands, and you don't believe in the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Wow. And they all say that, I've read the Bible. They believe in the book of Revelation. Okay, when the book of Revelation is based on reality, and the person who's the source of the book of Revelation tries to save you from being screwed in the head by voodoo with Wi-Fi, and you say, well, I'm going to go read the book and speak in tongues, and you're like, fuck. I used to get embarrassed for them. I'm not embarrassed for them anymore. No, not at all. I'm just like, if you want to be a dumbass, instead of stand up for the truth of the Lord's Prayer, by all means, go be a dumbass. Okay, but it's like people that fuck. Like Curtis Jackson and John Singleton, they've got it all figured out. They have the best tech support. They're the smartest scientists in the world. They are too smart to study and too cute to care. It's like, why are you studying? Don't you think if the Lord wants you to know how to make a scientific invention to save yourself from other scientific inventions, that he will give you the scientific invention to do so? Right. So don't you think the Lord's Prayer would thus be better than any scientific invention that ever preceded the Lord's Prayer or displaced the Lord's Prayer? The Primero Homes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, John Singleton, hey, just booked the flight, nigga. I know, you're going from Chicago to Detroit, and you're going to meet Curtis Jackson there? Just give me some blow. Get higher, baby, and don't ever come down. And those women on his shows look very physically attractive, but eventually they talk. And all they want to do is sell you Omega XL and condoms and KY jelly. Yeah. Stuff to keep the juices flowing even when they ain't flowing because you're dying from carbon emission poisoning, paying the bills. Well, let's look how I'll just retire to Yellowstone and get blown off the face of the earth with Greg LeMond and his relatives. Right, how leper colony of your Hawaii, the Hawaiians 1970, right? Guys, horrible stuff like that did happen. Michener didn't make that stuff up. Well, those are actually based on reality. There were leper colonies. The I'm in hell, that's about leper colonies and shit and stuff like that. It's horrible. Because when people come through and engage in scorch and burn, violent sex cult things, you come, you attack, you hit, you rape, you kill, you take all the women, if any of them survive, burn all the fields, burn all that, and then go to your island. And your Valley High will be the best Valley High. That's what the Polynesians are like. Go read their religions. Go listen to their religions. Don't listen to Disney. Disney's full of shit. Okay? The Christians went to Christianize them, and it was very, very difficult. Like black robe. Ain't black robe. Okay. It was very hard. They were very, 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 very violent, sex, cults, and boats. Hit and run. It was really hard to be a Kaiaihui. Most people are like a Kealoha. They say the right thing and they act like all the right things, but they don't do that. Okay. That was my experience in basic training. Reed Sakaguchi was Japanese and went into linguistics to be part of the 3 Days of the Condor with the Mormon fellow that was a good guy, trying to be a good guy. But you can't be a good person when you're not living the Lord's Prayer. Just ask Pat Tillman and his buddy who has survivor's remorse. Shut up, Curtis, and tell John I said kiss my ass. I don't want to talk to John. I just booked his fucking flight. I'm a dumb, ignorant Negro that doesn't know nothing like Tupac. All right? I don't like John Singleton. He's an asshole. Okay. I get more remorse from survivor's remorse from LeBron James and Curtis Jackson than I do from old. I went to UCL Film School. I am the molders of the people's future. Yeah, you're the person who Jane Fonda's talking about, trying to choke Britney Spears or whoever that was, because this is the person we want to mold our children's future, not this crazy blonde. I think the ditzy blonde is better to talk to than he is. He's arrogant, pretentious, obnoxious. He's like a male Maya Angelou. And poor Pac making that movie. I went to go watch it, and Pac was talking to me the whole time. I'm like, God dang it. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Really. He referred to Maya Angelou as a black Nazi. He did not like her. That woman was like a black Nazi. If you're not part of her ethical worthy elitist group, you're just a nigger trying to bring us all down. It's niggers like you that give us all a bad name. Oh, you mean like hillbilly rednecks that give all the people in Connecticut a bad name? Okay. Wow. Okay. Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. NASCAR. It's funny, but it's the most intelligent man in the United States that we have access to on social media, and he's a quadruple redneck whose dad's people's from Texas and Tennessee, and his mom is Ellis Island immigrants, from the poor part of there. Welcome back, baby, to the poor side of town. And he's the most intelligent man any of these assholes come to dick measure with their brains. Their dick is bigger than mine. They have a bigger brain. It's a better brain. That bigger's not always better. Right? Dinkelman was the best lover in the history of the U.S. military. Arizona State University. Where else? Hey, Sheridan, Wyoming. Okay. This is a little Peyton Pace in the oil, Harper Valley hypocrites. Where else? Where'd me and Amy go? Love goes Santa Fe. We lived in Albuquerque, yes, for 3 months, and I'm a better lover than the gang rapers of the girls that lose their minds. And Albuquerque. Where else? Where else has there all been? Jackson, Tennessee, but they were real nice to us. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy on Jackson. Going back Jackson Town. I like Jackson, Tennessee. Those people were absolute sweethearts to us. Me and Steffi were astonished. I think they thought, like everybody in North Carolina thought, that we were like a Dominican or Puerto Rican couple with our new baby during Desert Storm, driving them back to the base. I didn't have my uniform on. We just had the little Pope tag things and the baby and the wife and the hotel, and they were wonderful to us. Dear Lord, keep America free. That's how they were in Jackson, Tennessee. It was one of the best, and it was beautiful, and Steffi loved it. I don't know if it would have remained that way if we moved there and they found out Parsons, Gilliard, nigger, white, not Dominican or Puerto Rican, good Dominican or Puerto Rican. What kind of food do they make? Can you salsa? Yes, I can. I have to practice because I don't know all the steps, but I'm just automatically just a good dancer. Improvisational best dance in the world is improv. Okay. The best dances in the world are Fayard Nicholas. That's all I got to say to you. Okay. Fayard and Harold Nicholas. Okay. They were kids. They invented their dance steps. Okay. James Brown, Michael Jackson. Yes. They invented their dance steps. Okay. Fayard and Nicholas did their own choreography, their own invention. They could do the stuff that Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire did. Okay. But they could do stuff that those guys couldn't do. Fayard and Harold. And Fayard used to tell everybody, that's my baby brother. He was so proud of Harold. Fayard was the one that started it. He taught the family. Harold was a little bit more, he could do a few more things that Fayard couldn't do. He was considered one of the most gifted dancers in the world in his generation. And Fayard was never like, I taught that nigga everything he knew. He said, that's my baby brother. That's what he'd tell people. I think that's way cool. He wasn't jealous that, together we worked real hard to try to pay everybody's bills, but when Otto Preminger is fucking you over and making war movies, it's horrible. It's horrible. Propaganda sucks. And it always will. And the voodoo that you do. And I'm getting this I love this little girl. She's so patient. You're my little girl. You'll always be my little girl. I don't care if you have 14 operations. I don't think you should. Because I think you're being head fucked by the same people that do voodoo on my family. And it's to promote their political social agendas, to manage surplus population numbers, because they know these kids just, it was a wrong hookup for you. It was just to, because these kids are vulnerable and will talk to Jesus in the spirit of Jesus. And everybody knows that Parsons, and you can't trust Parsons. He's unreliable. He's an emotional bitch. I'm such an emotional bitch. Yeah, I'm totally unreliable when it comes to being cold and frosty and wanting to get everybody to go to my bank and kill them if they don't show up at my bank, right? You can trust what the coconuts get from their family is you can trust in Jesus, always trust in Jesus. He will never let you down. Okay. And then so she's so cute. I'm out there doing the bird feeder stuff, and I got little Emmy in my head. She goes, "Don't give up on my mommy." I was like, "I never give." No, Earl, I understand the whole life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm interested in the nature of the spirit, but I'm talking about mommy. Okay. I'm talking about Jennifer Lynn Lopez, born, okay, don't give up on mommy, right? I never give up on you, Earl. Okay, focus. You tell us to focus. You need to follow your own advice, mister. I'm like, I love this girl. She's like, you got to be focused. They distract you in this. Oh, I'm not showing you. She's shallow and all that. Do you think maybe she's being abused by those people to make her feel like, because she doesn't want to be around a guy that has, surviving getting melanoma out in the sun with the liver that's fatty because of the poisons they put into him, and she doesn't want to feel his pain, his suffering, so she just tunes him out because she loves him so much? Yeah, I hear laughter coming from her door. I get it. I love you too. Gosh, I love this kid. It's just a lot. She's not being selfish. She's doing the same thing Blue Ivy Carter did when she was in distress about her father. And her father got messed up in some really fucked up shit and could be an asshole. She just doesn't see it because that's her daddy, and daddy's real sweet to her. But she doesn't see that guy that gets, I'll stab you, you try to take my record company, I'll kill you, I'm Don Corleone. She doesn't see that guy. He doesn't show that guy to her. Okay? This is the, John Davis, they'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money, and then I watch him on PBS. It's like, that's not David Rockefeller, right? And so, Blue doesn't see that side of her dad. And he's trying to get rid of that side of him because he doesn't want to be abused or incarcerated like the rest of the people they're thrown under the bus in the poo-poo potty, right? Okay? He did not show that side to Beyonce when they start, people tell me that you really know the right things to say, especially when you're Curtis Jackson and John Singleton's way. Too smart to study, too cute to care. Okay, I do. Why do you need to study? When you're doing things right, empathy and respect, you just do it, right? Want to hear do it, Daddy? Right, me too, Kate. Do you understand? So you see what I'm saying? Okay, so this was a really good ciphering and prayer. And, it's too late to turn back now. Guys, life's eternal and grace is infinite. And one of the things while I was out there soaking in the sun, listening to Barbara Streisand's I Dreamed of You, I love you too, Missy. I love you too. I'm not giving up on I'm never giving up on mommy. I will never give up on your mom. I had that one with the thing with the altar and the thing, and dad down there at the things and not being with the posse crew, and your mom coming down to the people being abused and drug dealed and killed and put into leper colonies in Puerto Rico and everywhere else and stuff. And she came down there with me. And then they came and they took her away and they put her on a sacrificial altar, and she was pregnant with 2 twins. And they said they were going to sacrifice them to this altar. And I picked them both, I picked her up like a feather off that altar and just carried her out of there. Like the same thing Bob did with me when I fell down, when I knew they were going to, which they already did, but they were going to kill him to try to make his cancer look like an act of God through the Tuskegee experiments, and he was going to help me in spirit through. And I love Sedalia too. Yeah, she's so wonderful. I love her too. I have a crush on Alex too. Everybody has a crush on Alex, Emmy. It's impossible not to crush on Alex. Everybody does. Yes, even the straight guys have a crush on Alex because they want to be more like Alex than them because they're jerks and he's not. I love you too. Okay, you're so cute. Your mommy and Natalie of Nick Johnson. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, that's true. I have a crush on Nick Johnson too. I want to be like Nick Johnson when I grew up. No, it's funny. No, Nick Johnson would be like, God, if he ever saw me play, he'd be like, no, Earl's probably the best. I agree with Keith. He's the best basketball player I ever saw. You can't stop him. The only thing that stops him from embarrassing the shit out of you to where you want to kill him is him. That's how good of a basketball player Earl was. Okay. when he was a teenager and a young man. The only thing that stopped him from embarrassing the hell out of you to where you wanted to kill him was him, because he cared about you. He didn't want to beat the hell out of you in basketball. He just wanted to be your friend. You know, ooch, Raph. That was Earl, you know. Same with the tennis thing. Well, tennis, I think, would have been a little bit easier if Scott had been able to teach me a backhand and everything like that. Because you don't have to be, if you're as good as I was in center field and running the bases, you don't have to be so spectacular to beat them. It's just like, you just can't. And they won't be able to explain how spectacular. You don't understand, okay? Here's a ball at the velocity where Michael Chang is standing and where Earl's standing, okay? Now here comes the ball at that velocity. Now look at Michael Chang, dives, hits the ball back, bounces, runs back. Earl takes 2 steps, hits it back, runs back to the other spot where you're going to hit it next. That's the difference. Like when you watch SportsCenter and those guys will make those da-na-na, diving catches, and that was amazing. And it's like Earl makes it and runs into the dugout. That was the difference between, that's why when Jim was like, God dang, Earl's fast. You know, and I was just having fun, and I didn't know, I knew it was Jim. Boy, he's going to knock the shit out of it. He's an offensive lineman from Frank Kush, right? Boom, and then the next time it's like, okay, I want to get on base, so I'm just going to hit it over the street, which he did. He unloaded on that softball. I just let it go. It's like, okay, it's a homer. He knocked a home. Mighty Casey just knocked a homer. Could you have caught it? Let's not find out. Who cares? It's just for fun. Is running around in the house in stretchy pants. It is for fun. Nacho! I don't want science in the eagle egg. No. I really like Max and Emmy. This is the first intense one I've had with little Miss Emmy. Yeah, the other ones I had, they weren't quite so intense. With me and Max, it's very casual. Max gets a little upset because it's like, well, he's like, Max knows how much I love his mom. Okay. It's just hard because he's like, well, and then Emmy's explaining it less emotional and macho, like me and Mark and Chris, so she's like, well, did you ever think about you okay? And she's like, I understand that all the stuff that happened with Natalie's and Emmy's and Kate's mom was very much abuse from the military, and she didn't want to be with you because it hurt too much to be with you because no one was going to help you. Okay. My mommy tries to help you as much as she can. You said prayer, so, the prayer, that's what we have to do. So we all do, everybody, Lord's Prayer. Okay, I love you too. She is such a good kid. Anytime it gets bad, anytime it gets wrong, this is under duress. I want to live the ways of Jesus Christ. His commands are perfect. I want to live his commands till the end of time. I understand how they apply in physics. I love him very much. I know he eternally loves me. But I want my body to be safe. I want my body to be healthy, and I want my body to love and be loved. And that is a good prayer, Missy. Did you teach that to Grandma? Go teach that one to Grandma. I love Grandma too. She's fun. Yeah, totally. Okay. And teach it to your aunties too. Okay. You and your cousin came up with that? I believe you. I'm not going to sit there. No, she didn't help. She did. Wow. She's so cute. She's so pretty. You guys are so pretty. You guys are so sweet. Yeah. I hope it changes any day now, too. I want to go to a barbecue in Eureka or the Gila, hang out with Emily and Kate and see if Natalie's had a baby and how cute the baby is and pass the baby. And yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. But you got to understand a lot of the things that's happening in your head is political, social agendas for population management, genocidal operations. So the sexuality stuff, it's very confusing. And they make it even more confusing. The Wi-Fi just fucks shit up. It does not help right now because we're not using it to say, hey, Lord's Prayer everywhere. Hallelujah, brother. See, it just, even if you live there, okay, or there, the Wi-Fi still fucks shit up because we're not using it to promote the Gospels. We're using it to be the anti-Gospels. Okay, this was good. I like this girl a lot. I like her a lot. That's saying a lot because, I love everybody. Yet the like thing, I've always liked these two a lot. Ever since they were little, we've connected in prayer. Max, I like him. He's funny, and he does good cartoon voices. I concur, and I agree with Max. And Max is not a genius because he would not invent a nuclear weapon to kill us all if he couldn't screw us in the head for money. That's just not my maximum. That's just not my guy. He's just not that way. If he would get into tech, it would be to help people be free from abuse with tech so we could protect people with tech from tech. Thanks, Jeff. Love you too. Hi, Lauren. I was gonna say, tell Lauren I said I understand how it works, Jeff. The Obamas already got me like 15 times past Tuesday. Yeah, I like the girls a lot too. I do. Yeah. Um, Malia's very skeptical because she was older and her parents were beware of dog. I'm not a dog. Me and Sun Yat-sen are not dogs. Where Sasha's like, what? No, I like him. He's nice. He's funny. And excellent cartoon voices. I concur. Come on, man. Yes. Everybody's doing the Michigan rag. Stomp, jump, funk the Michigan. Jump, dump the Michigan. That Michigan rag. Do you have a crush on the kid on the Bonvoy commercials? He is kind of cute. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's kind of cute. Yeah, some guys are full of themselves. Don't be taken in by that. I tell you the same thing about girls, Sasha. What, you think you're a genius or something? I don't think you're older than me in spirit and bone body bag stuff. Don't start arguing with me. I see what your mother's talking about. No, don't do the whole Natalie thing of I'll bend you over my knee and spank you. I like being spanked. Okay, let's not go there. let's just not go there. You are funny. I like you. She is spunky, Craig. I totally agree. I've been doing a lot of connecting to Hawaii. Yeah, the Obamas like Hawaii a lot. They've been to Hawaii quite a bit. Yeah, I like Otani. I do too. I like Mr. Otani. I understand. Emmy kicked the crud out of me with this one. She's like, you tell us how to vote and then you get it and you bitch. I do not act like a moody bitch. No, I don't know to go outside and get blunted. No, it's just, I have to, these people are extremists. And yeah, but don't take it out on the people that love you. Not taking it out on the people that love me. I'm not giving up on your mom. I dreamed of your mom. It was before they had the intense Wi-Fi. It was in Phoenix. Some dude was a dingleberry with her when she was like, she's 3 years younger than me, right? I was like 18 or 19, so it was like, she's about 14 or 15, right? You know, when you're out exploring yourself sexually. Yeah, and she got herself into a situation where a guy was kind of a jerk to her. Well, that happens with lots of guys. I understand. And so she's like somewhere in New York doing the somewhere out there thing. And I'm in Phoenix looking out the window at a star over the Northeast going, someone saying a prayer, and we're getting this, yeah. And just the two of us, yeah. And so that was not our first big no. Our first big connection was I saw this girl that looked like your mom with her short little haircut thing every time I listened to the Lopez family sing Native New Yorker. So, no, that wasn't it. It was the Yvonne DiCarlo dream when I was right before Patrice was born. Yeah, that was the first prayer connection. The next one was Native New Yorker, and then the somewhere out there in Phoenix when she was her heart broke, and where's the guy for me, and where's the girl for me, and so somewhere someone's saying a prayer. Yeah, American Tail, and Five Goes West. Five Goes West cracks me up. I haven't seen all of American Tail, but I've seen Five Goes West quite a bit. Patrick owned the copy of it, and we watched it quite a bit, and it was funny. And I like Dom DeLuise, too. He is very funny. I totally agree. Okay, so... and John Cleese is hilarious. I agree. I think John Cleese is hilarious myself, too. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Classic cinema. Yeah, there you go. And Free Willy, right? Look how Jane Fonda's going to choke you. You're funny. Oh, I love you. Are you sure you came up with that one? That wasn't Max? I'm just kidding. Oh, my gosh. She's a good kid. Holy mackerel, Andy. Yeah. You do your film study. I'm just kidding around with you. But yeah, I get it. Okay. I love you too. Okay. Hey, you sound like your mother. You love everybody. I understand that. Oh, don't start with me. Okay, I like you. Say I like you. Okay, I like you. Trust you? Hey, yeah. This is really neat. I always had an intense trust in my prayer connection with you and Maximum. So yeah, of course, I trust that you guys, want to live a truthful life and a faithful life and want to be free from comparisons and abuse and competition, extortion, exploitation. So yeah, I believe that you guys are descended from the lines of the saints and the families of the saints of Puerto Rico, Virgin of Guadalupe. And so yeah, I believe that. Don't you? And it's like Mom had told me in Sierra Vista, he's like, Earl, when they were screwing my head real hard with the Sam Harris stuff. And I said, is this like a conspiracy thing? And he goes, if that's the case, your mom and your grandma are in on it together. Well, that would never happen. Right, then it's not a conspiracy. And the moon and the stars are in on it, Earl. I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom, but I love you too. I love you too. He's the best. He's like, Earl, took a little time to calm me down, but you calm me down. That's Barbara Streisand, but Paul Simon wrote it. I think he's more of a drama queen than Barbara Streisand. It's funny. Okay, sorry. I'm not big. I like Paul Simon. He's one of my favorite. We already talked about that. He's one of my favorite composers as a kid. Yeah, I really like The Boxer. I like Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah, and Art Garfunkel's one of my favorite voices as a kid. Yeah. And what happened? Mom, yeah, we were right after I finished that one, Longfellow Serenade. Had that I like Longfellow Serenade too, but I was like playing to her. Emmy, I was raised with the first two musics of all time, country and western, and then it was Latin music. I really got into Marty Robbins's Tonight Carmen, and my two brothers from another mother in Brazil, and Neto and Anatar. Okay, and because I was surrounded by people that were Spanish speakers and of Spanish, a lot of Spanish influence on their music, right? So, yeah, it was that, and then I didn't get into. It took me a while to get into like. Singer-songwriters like Croce and Neil Diamond and all them and stuff. So I was more like into, and I couldn't, acquired taste. Jimmy Rogers and Hank Williams, make it stop. But Jim Reeves and Patsy Cline and Waylon Jennings and Sonny James were my favorites. But I think and Glenn Campbell. But I think everybody can understand that those men's their voices are wow. Okay. Their voices are wonderful. They're pristine. Simon Cowell, he's right. Sonny James, Glenn Campbell, Waylon Jennings. Okay. Different octaves, but he's right. Wonderful voices. Excellent instruments, right? Why do you think Jimmy Rebb wrote so many songs for Glenn Campbell and so on? And Waylon Jennings' voice, Chet Atkins. And I like the Chet Atkins years the best. I do like Waylon's stuff that he wanted to do his own, but the Chet Atkins stuff, I mean, shit. He does a better job of "You Got to Hide Your Love Away" than the Beatles. You've got to hide your love away. And Johnny Rodriguez does something better than the Beatles. Yes, he does. That's the truth. And the Beatles even admit it. The Beatles sat there and thought that the Beatles think that Earth, Wind, and Fire do Got to Get You Into My Life better than they do. That's how much they like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think everybody thinks that. Well, you got Maurice White and Philip Bailey singing lead, for crying out loud, one of the best bands in the history of bandom. Yeah. Okay. I was alone, I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find there. Another road, or maybe you were meant to be near me. Ooh, I really want for you to hear me say we'll be together every day. Yeah, it's a good song. I got Emmy in my head. She's singing. She's good. I like her. Got to get you into my life, into my life. And Philip Bailey, he's the best. Reasons, yes. Me too. Fantasy, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Double yes, triple yes, fantasy, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Come on now. What's wrong with your taste buds? You probably don't like love music. I do. Ba-ba-dee-up. I like love music. It's my kind of music. It's the sweetest music. Oh, the Obamas. Yeah, everybody's. Sasha's dancing around the floor. Leah's going, yeah, I agree with him. It's the sweetest music and the only music for me. Talk about tender loving and a whole lot of hugging. Get on, Craig. You get on with your bad self, Craig. Brown Coach, Uncle Brown Coach Craig. I love you too. Okay. No, this was good. I'm just going with Jesus tells me that. Earl, just roll with it. I like Steve Winwood too, guys. I like Spencer Davis Group too. Dang it. You guys are listening to, you listen to Brad? I like David Gates too. Yeah. If, and what was the other one? It was If and Everything I Own, and gosh, yeah. Yeah, that's the way people, I understand. And If, okay. I love you too. You're the best. You're the best. Thanks, man. This was really cool. I have been curious. I'm not concerned about where you're going off to college. All I'm concerned about is your safety and that you're treated with kindness and dignity and respect. That's all I'm really concerned with. I don't need to know where you guys are physically living. I was in Phoenix and I get this somewhere out there chick in New York going in the Bronx, sitting there going, you know. So as far as prayer goes, I know the Wi-Fi fucks it up. I get that, but I'm not worried about the Wi-Fi. It does not concern me. Truth is truth and lie is lie. Good is good and bad is bad. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Hallelujah, brother. Food around the corner. Okay, so we got this. Okay, that was really cool. Okay. Thanks, you know. I know it's hard and I know it's difficult and you have to feel it's a lot like feeling I know, but I don't mask my pain. I'm not a leper. My pain is I'm real good at absorbing and caring and being strong for others. And I understand. You told me that over by the thing when I was listening to I Dreamed of You. You can survive, stop, and eliminate abuse. Survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover at the same time because of what they have to do with the Paris Summits agreements. And yeah, but the military sucks. Every time I think that's happening, they do something new around here. Somebody just burned something plastic that's awfully damn toxic that had to, you know what I'm saying? And they will try to do that. I know, and it'll get a lot of them killed with technology, and I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to save the people that are trying to kill me. Yes, because they have kids, and this is not a leper colony in James Mister's imagination, and children are innocent, and their parents' crimes. Just because a parent is committing crimes does not mean the child will accept those crimes and want to perpetuate those crimes. You know, Skimmerhorn and his son on James Mister's Imagination and Centennial. There you go. Okay, hallelujah, brother. Food around the corner. Okay, so thanks, baby girl. That really worked really good a lot. I really enjoyed the prayers with you. Hi, Max. I love you too. Okay, I like you too. Okay. Thought we talked about this. Okay, the perfect cast. I love you. Okay, thanks. This is fun. I like your cartoon voices too. Okay, you're not a minion. I know. I understand. Okay, thank you. I'm not Steve Carell. No, I'm not gonna play music with anybody's coffee cups or whatever and stuff. Okay, I got you too. I don't sell coffee. No, if somebody needs coffee, give the toddler some damn coffee and some balaki bamak. Give the toddler some chocolate milk, and give the dog your hamburger. And don't forget the garlic salt. Thanks, guys. I love you. All right, peace out, man.